anybody and everybody, anything and everything. I'll keep you company and hopefully I keep you guys slightly entertained. You saw the title of the video was not subscribers versus a content creator. And it's not going to be the same conversation. Well, it's not. It kind of is. It's touching the same subjects, the same situation. It's not. First, let me start off by saying that y'all know that. Hey, y'all, what's up? Can y'all hear me? I'm talking about Bluetooth. My new Bluetooth. So let me know if you hear that now. Y'all know that this weekend was crazy. Of course, I was out of town. The whole thing was not trying to catch up as possible. Was not. I was touching when I could, things like that. But I've seen a lot of things. Well, I saw a lot of things, I should say. I saw people come together, break up, make up. I saw people pulling up old things, people deflecting and denying. I saw a lot of stuff going on this weekend. But, you know, that's how it is what it is. But what I really want to touch on is subscribers. And not saying that, you know, so in a bad way, because no, subscribers are good and could be bad. Depends on how you look at it. Subscribers is what we all as content creators have or need in order for us to do what we do. You know what I'm saying? But when a subscriber goes too far and delve into the ring of content creator and then try to pull back or straddle the line as to say, oh, well, I'm just a subscriber. Why is someone attacking me? Don't attack me. I'm a subscriber. I'm giving out my opinion. Well, what makes us content creators is that we come on to our channels, which we all have, even as a subscriber, and we give our opinions. We give our opinions either on our own channels or on someone else's channel. As soon as you open up your mouth or touch that keyboard to type out an opinion that you have about someone else, at that point you are labeled as a content creator because you are part of the content at that point. You are part of the environment at that point. Now let me tell you what a true subscriber is. Y'all may remember magazines. You know, y'all may remember magazines like Ebony, Jet, Word Up, People, Vogue, you know what I'm saying, things like that. When you subscribe to that magazine or any magazine, what you do is you pay a subscription and they give you content. You read the content and either keep the magazine for nostalgia or discard it because you don't want your home cluttered up. Now, when you start to contribute to said magazine that you pay a subscription for, at that time you become a contributor to said magazine. Same concept as here on YouTube. You pay with time. You pay with your click and your view. That's how you pay the content creator for the content that you witness on screen. Now, if you sit back and just enjoy the content, at that point, and at that point only, are you merely a subscriber. But once you start to contribute to the conversation, your comments are read, your comments are answered, your comments are posted on the page, at that point in time, you are a contributor to said content at that time, which leaves you open to be addressed by anyone and everyone, including people who have channels that they actually make videos on, content creators. If you want to truly be a subscriber, sit back and listen and watch. I know we're in this day and age that everyone thinks that everything that they think and everything that they feel needs to be voiced. They have the right to say what I want to say. I have the right to say what I want to say on your page. No, the fuck you don't. You are a visitor in my home, and you will act accordingly. You don't have the right to say anything that I don't want you to say on my page. If I allow you to do it, that is an agreement that you've made with me. Okay, I will allow you to say what you want to say on my page, and you are then open to being drugged by anyone that you may offend. See, it's a contractual situation that we have. It's a symbiotic relationship that we have with one another. If I allow you to say what you want to say on my platform, you then agree to be responded to in whatever fashion or mood that whoever chooses to respond to you want to respond to you. A symbiotic relationship. You contribute to the commentary, then you become the content. I'm confused about how people in 2021 don't understand that. This is the technology age. If you want to put yourself on these platforms, on these things as a subscriber, be prepared for whatever actions come from you voicing your opinion. We all have opinions. We all think things. We all feel things. We all want things to happen a certain way or think things should be done a certain way. But as soon as you open up your mouth or get your fingers to tapping and typing and stuff, you then open yourselves up to whatever that happens to you. That's the agreement. You open yourself up to whatever that will happen to you, that whatever that may happen to you. I'm confused as to how people don't understand that, don't get that, don't involve in it. This weekend, I was on a panel where Bree and Dwayne got into fisticuffs, verbal fisticuffs. That was a couple days ago. I still, when I was on the panel, didn't really talk about it. Just all I said was, that's not what she said. She said X, Y, Z. My personal opinion has nothing to do with what happened, although I was there, because it doesn't involve me. My personal opinion about that after the fact has nothing to do with anything, although I was there and I bear witness to it. See, I know how to be a subscriber and look and listen and watch and be entertained by what goes on around me. And I also know my place as a content creator if I choose to bring certain type of content onto my channel or onto someone else's channel. Now, yesterday, I was also there when Pizarro had Lady Dimples on her panel. And Lady Dimples tried to, I don't know what she was trying to do. Well, she was trying to control the situation. Well, if you bring so-and-so up here while it's not, I'm leaving. Me personally, I would be like, bye, bitch. Come on up and say what you need to say. Because like I said previously, all this people is trying to control what other people do and control what other people say and control how other people move. That was a control situation, and Pizarro fell for it. Then it was, well, I'm tired of being attacked. I'm tired of attacked. You wouldn't be attacked if you didn't come up on panels. It doesn't matter if someone calls for you or not. See, not just to me give my commentary based on content that I've seen yesterday as a content creator. This is my opinion now I'm giving, which I'm out of the box of a subscriber. So my opinion is, if you don't want to be attacked, stay off panels. You are an adult. You have every right to go where you want to go. But like I said earlier in this video, when you open up your mouth and say something about someone, you open yourself up to be critiqued by it. You open yourself up to be talked about. You open yourself up to be, you know what I'm saying, part of the conversation. If you don't want to be part of the conversation, don't go into the room. Don't let yourself be noticed. If someone calls you up there, like, you know how many times people have said my name or said something about me was not that I don't respond to? because I don't care. I'm not going to give you more content to make your commentary with, based on what I do and how I do it. I'm just saying. When I was on my way to my mini vacay this weekend, my name was mentioned by someone. Well, sorry, not my name. A name that someone calls me was mentioned. And I'm like, should I make a video about this? Because I told her I always answer to this bullshit when this person talks bullshit about me. Now, I don't know how small or minute it is. But I realized, nah, it ain't worth it. It ain't worth it at all. Because then I realized this person would do that because they know that I'm headed out somewhere. And then next thing you know, oh, they're supposed to be hanging out with their husband. Why they worry about me? No, I'm not worried about you. It's the fact that you keep mentioning my name. Even in the most slickest, slyest forms, my name is mentioned. Or a name that you refer to me as is mentioned. See, if I wanted to be part of the in crowd, part of the beefs all the time, wanted to be known, whatever, I will constantly be addressing these ignorant people who have no lives based on what they say about me, how they choose to try to goad me into back and forth with them. I don't have time for that. I'm enjoying time with people that I enjoy my time with. I'm enjoying what I do, how I do it, with who I like to do it with in real life. And when I give you a piece of me, that's what I give you, just a piece of it. Not the whole thing, just little amuse-bouche, one would say. A tasting plate of who I am. But back to subscriber and content creators. So yeah, telling someone as a subscriber, well, I only come up here was not because I'm called. Well, do you do everything someone asks you to do? Are you constantly being called and answering the call because someone called you? That's not a subscriber, that's a follower. That's a lackey. You know, if you so easily called, so easily pushed, buttons are pushed with you, I don't know. But then complain and cry and be upset because people address what you have said. You have been seen a variety, not just Dimples, but a variety of y'all have been seen cussing and fussing and engaging in craziness on here as quote-unquote subscribers and hiding behind a banner of, oh, I'm just a subscriber, I don't even have a channel. You do have a channel because everyone that's on YouTube has to have some type of a channel in order for them to comment on videos, to come up on panels on videos. You have to have some type of channel or something. But once you start voicing your opinions, you then become content creators. No matter how often you do it, no matter how readily you're available to be part of the foolish crazy that goes on YouTube. I never understood this whole thing. Even when the first said, "Oh, I don't know why you're talking to me," because I'm just a subscriber. Well, didn't you mention me? Don't you have an opinion about me? Don't you have an opinion about that person, this person, that situation, this situation? So you think that you should be able to just say what you want to say, and there is no backlash, and there is no answering that. That's not how this works. That's not how any of this works. Just like you think you have the right to say what you want to say, you don't think that someone else has the right to say what they want to say? Because every content creator who talks on their channel like I'm talking right now, what's up, baby? How you doing? Hey, everybody else in the channel. That's how y'all doing. Do you not think that we are also subscribers at times? Just because I'm speaking to you right now, when I'm in chats, not speaking at all to anyone, not even saying hi, I'm just observing what's going on, looking and listening, or watching the playbacks. That's just like me ordering a magazine, getting it in the mail, and reading that magazine. I subscribe to that magazine. I'm enjoying the content of that magazine. But once I start going on their .coms and voicing my opinions, then I'm contributing to a conversation, which means I become a contributor, which means that someone can respond to what I said. Someone can respond to what my comments were. If I don't want people to respond to me, how about I keep my opinions to myself? If you don't want people to respond to you, how about keeping your opinions to yourself? See, we have become this society to where we think that we have all these rights to say what we want to say. Free speech is not free. You're going to pay on the front end or on the back end. One way or the other, you're going to pay. Not everyone's going to like what you say. Not everyone's going to like your thoughts, your opinions. Not everyone's going to agree with your thoughts and your opinions. So therefore, that will lead to backlash. Therefore, that will lead to a conversation that you may not be enjoying. Because you may get drugged. So when you thinking that, what's up, Tessa? How you doing? When you think that having free speech is something that is your inedible right, just think, free speech comes at a price. It really does. You can scream that you are just a subscriber, but yet your opinions is everywhere on these YouTube streets. People know you for having an opinion on these YouTube streets. People know you based on your actions on these YouTube streets. A subscriber is someone that sits back and enjoys commentary that no one knows. Ebony, Jet, Vogue. You know what I'm saying? They don't know who I am. But I know all the pieces that's inside their magazine. Because why? I'm a subscriber to those magazines. Or was, I should say, at one point in time. When I start going on their .coms and their community pages and their community boards and giving out my opinion based on what I saw in their magazine or on their online presence, then I have every right for someone to drag me if they don't like what I said, if my opinion differs from theirs. I mean, I like it, but that's what it is. See, we get caught up in this whole thing that I have a right to speak my mind. You absolutely do. You have every right in the world to speak your mind. Just like I have every right in the world to speak my mind if I don't like what the fuck you just said. What makes you think that you have a right to speak your mind, but yet someone else don't have a right to speak theirs? What makes you think that you are so special that you can't be questioned, you can't be talked to, you can't be addressed, all the while you're addressing someone else? I'm just confused by that. That I don't understand. You feel that you have every right in the world to address anyone, anywhere, in any fashion, but yet no one should address you because you choose not to go to your channel or onto your page and make commentary. You're more comfortable talking mess, talking shit when it's not something where you have skin in the game. That goes for several people, not just the person I mentioned. I just don't understand that. What makes you think that you can just say and do whatever you want to say and do, and there's no recourse for that? There's no response that needs to be had for that. You're special. What makes you special? I don't understand what makes you special. I don't understand what makes you think that you say no one can address you, that you should not be addressed. I don't know, y'all. Like, it's funny to me. Like, I sit back and watch these things. I sit back and see these things. I sit back and watch these people. And first thing they want to do, they have the biggest opinion and the most bravado in their voice. They have all this going on and carrying on. But as soon as someone addressed them and or respond to what they said, I'm just a subscriber, I don't understand. It's unfair, it's not logical. It's very logical. It's not logical that as a human being, as an adult that you claim that you are, that you don't have any type of self-control over what you do and what you say. Like I just told my husband just now, last night when we got home, I opened up a bunch of Crunchy Munch, the family size box. And I only had a little bit of now. So when I came downstairs today to where to leave, I saw that he had it by him. And every time I open up some now, he'll finish up the whole thing, even no matter how much is in there. I was like, baby, don't eat it all. I'm just going to come home. So he was like, well, I'll take it with you. I'm like, no, show some self-control. Don't eat the whole thing while I'm at work. So I turned around, he put it in my bag, said, take it with you. No. I'm like, show some self-control. You're an adult. Show some self-control. Same thing on here. Show some self-control. You don't have to eat all the Crunchy Munch in one sitting because it's open, because it's right there in front of you. You don't have to address everyone because they say something or they say something that you don't like. And you have opportunities to say it. You don't have to do all that. Show some self-control. I'm just saying. It doesn't make sense to me how as adults we choose not to behave as such, and we use this platform as a way to show our worst behavior. And then say, oh, well, you don't act like this outside of YouTube. Who I am on YouTube is who I am on YouTube. The silliness, the corniness, the smart-assness was not, the flirtation, all of it. Everything I present on here, I present in real life. I don't have time to switch up. Because I don't have time. I just don't. I know how to behave in certain environments, yes. I'm not going to always be silly all the time, yes. But at the same time, I know how to behave in a way where I'm not acting a fool. Either on eating in my real life or on here. Now, can I? Yes, I can. But that's not my go-to. That's not where I live. That's not where I stay. But yeah, I'm trying to think about that. It's not your saying. If you say that you are a subscriber, you're a subscriber. As soon as you voice your opinion, be it verbally or be it in written form, comments, jumping on panels, whatever it be, at that point, you become a content creator. I don't know how many times that we have said that, because it's Harold who said it. I don't know how many times that it needs to be said for y'all to get that into your head. If you want to be a content creator, if you want to be a subscriber or not, sit back and enjoy the show. Anytime you type or something like that, or say something, whatever, you open yourself up to be content. You open yourself up to be questioned. You just do. I don't understand it. I don't get it. You have all these opinions in the world, but at the same time, you want people to look at you as though you're saying you just say what you're going to say. No one should question you. No one should have a retort or response to what you say, although you can be offensive at times. Makes no sense, y'all. Makes absolutely no sense whatsoever. But yeah. Now, I want that mark, whatever, you know what I'm saying? I want that you can hit y'all up with that content and that, in my opinion, on that, because I don't get it, I don't understand it, I don't understand how people can get it, they can just say do what I'm saying, do it. There's no response that should be had. You know, good, bad, or different. You know. Like I said, I appreciate you guys being here. Thank you so much for being here. I definitely appreciate it. But as you guys always know, I always say it's not important that I love you guys. It's not important. You know what I'm saying? But it's more important that you guys love yourself. You know, someone else, you respect yourself, and you definitely respect someone else. Y'all don't realize loving yourself and respecting yourself and loving someone else and respecting someone else will get you guys out of, or you won't find yourself in a lot of different situations that you might even may be in. I'm just saying. If you have enough respect for yourself to keep your mouth closed and just watch and observe, you won't be part of the content that you won't be part of. People won't say things to you that you may not want them to say. Just saying. There are things that you can avoid if you learn to just be quiet and watch from the sidelines. But once you evolve your opinions, your beliefs, your truths, you open yourself up to be content. But yeah, you guys, y'all have a great day. Y'all be safe on these YouTube streets and in the real world. Be safe as well. I'm going to come to you guys really quick and thank you guys so much for being here. Love you guys once again, and I will talk to you crazy kids later. Until next time, it's your boy Food Junkie, and I'm out. Peace, y'all. Have a great day.